Welcome to Truth and Company podcast. I'm your host, John the Truth Dioria, and today's guest is an MMA fighter, and he's actually fighting this weekend. So if you get a chance, you're going to have to check him out in the rest of the card. He's actually going to be in the co-main event. It's on April 11th at the Superior Curling Club in Superior, Wisconsin. It's called the Annihilation card. It's put on by Inner Strength MMA Promotions. The doors open at 5 o'clock and the shows start at 6. Also, special guest, if you guys are familiar with Butterbean, come and check it out. I mean, it's worth it just to come and meet Butterbean, man. Get an autograph, get your picture taken with Butterbean, and watch tons of great fights. The fights are always great there. The shows always sell out. $30 general admission. You can't beat that for a whole lineup of fights and to meet Butterbean. So definitely this Saturday, like I said, 5 p.m. Doors open, 6 o'clock. The show starts. So let's bring on my next guest, MMA fighter, Preston Buss. How you doing, Preston?
Pretty good. How about you?
Great, man. Appreciate you taking time to come on. I know you're trying to get focused. You got a fight in less than a week, basically. And I just mentioned it a little bit. You're in the co-main event. That's got to be a pretty big deal.
Yes, sir. I mean, just treating it as another fight, another day, Can't take it on all that pressure on, Just got to be smooth with it.
So let me ask you this. Is it a bigger deal to be in a co-main event or the fact that you get to meet Butterbean?
I mean, mix of both, you know what I mean? Butterbean's a pretty cool legend with his backstory, And honestly, the co-main event is a pretty big deal. It shows I've been putting the work in. Big shout out to Rob, Ryan Lowell, Billy Christensen, all those guys training me, being able to coach me up to where I'm at today.
Oh, so you've actually been working with Billy Christensen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, nice. He's well known. He's a very skilled fighter himself.
Yes, sir. 100%.
All right. So you have a different path to the MMA than a lot of people normally do. So I want to talk about that a little bit. Take me through it, how you ended up in MMA.
So I moved up here to Duluth around 2-3 years ago, here coming up. And I was playing football, moved up here to try and make the Harbor Monsters, went to the tryouts here up in the Proctor area, didn't make it through that part.
Now, that was the Duluth Harbor Monsters, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Didn't get picked up through that part. Messaged out to the Harbor Monsters personally, got invited that way. Went to training camp, ended up getting cut. But amongst all that, I was able to play the preseason game, their first season against the Harbor Monsters. That was an opportunity itself that opened my eyes to try and play football, trying to get to the NFL at my young age, as right now I'm only here coming up. July is my birthday. It's just at the end of the day, I just didn't see the opportunity with football as I do with MMA. So I was going towards football for about 2 years. And I have two of my best friends, Mason Perry, Alex Peterson. Alex is actually the main event on the card. And they knew my wrestling experience, and I knew they fought MMA. So I reached out to their gym, which is Rob Motrek, and just everything's been snowballing from there, moving
Okay, so
along.
let's back up a little bit then. So you didn't mention this, but you're actually from Iowa, and you just brought up the wrestling. So were you a wrestler in high school and college then?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All 4 years of high school and then 2 years of college. I went to William Penn University and then Graceland University for a little bit.
So then did you play football in high school and in college at all too, or no?
So they're over at Van Buren County High School down in Keosauqua, Iowa. I played all 4 years. of high school, and then I played spring ball over at William Penn University.
And then you tried semi-pro a little bit.
Yep, yes sir, yes sir. I played for St. Paul Pioneers, Chippewa Valley Phoenix when they were a team, and then last year the Red Cedar Raptors.
So now, when you got involved in the MMA, that had to do with one of your buddies. Is that what you said, that you kind of got brought into it? But now, what were you expecting when you walked in there? Like, you had a wrestling background, but I mean, I'm sure you've learned more than wrestling since you walked in the door. So I mean, tell me about that a little bit. What's the training like?
I mean, it's definitely different getting punches thrown at you, It's a de- different feeling. It's just something that you can't open your mind to, or how do you say it? More so expect, you can't expect when somebody's going to throw that jab at you, you got to understand how to move along with it, cut them angles, and then just read it. But that was my biggest issue, was that, and then jujitsu. As a wrestler, I don't want to be on my back at all. And I wasn't used to that with jujitsu. It's safe to be on your back, and I finally was starting to get a hang of that actually like a month or two ago. So, yeah.
Okay, so what different styles do you all train in? Then obviously we know you're a wrestler for years, but now like you just brought up jujitsu. You mentioned it sounded like a little bit of some boxing experience going on there. So what else are you training in?
So I'm doing a little bit of Muay Thai, kickboxing, boxing, the jujitsu, and that's about it. A little bit of everything. I'm trying to be like a little technician when it comes to everything.
Okay, and so now do you guys in MMA, do you guys do like a 6 week camp when you're getting ready for a fight like they do in boxing? Have you been like in a camp?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So how is your training for this fight coming up? How's it been going?
So it's more dialed in within the 4 weeks of camp. I'm with 2 weeks. I'm more so in my cutting period, the start of it, for the 6 weeks, and then the rest of the 4 weeks, it's more so hard training, conditioning, trying to lose that fat, and then these past 2 weeks, it's more so dialing in the nutrition, weighing all the food, being able to hit the certain amount of calories I need to be able to lose the body fat before I cut that water weight this last week.
Okay, so now obviously, like I said, you've wrestled before in front of a crowd. In high school, you've played football in front of a crowd. So tell me the difference between going out on a football field in front of a Friday Night Lights crowd and wrestling in a gym full of a crowd, and then when you walk down that walkway and you see all those people and you're about to enter that cage and you see your opponent and that door shuts behind you. How does that feel?
Man, it it's an unexplainable feeling. It's definitely different. When you're walking down that walkout, it's all eyes on you, and you're walking in right after you get Vaseline on your face and everything, get checked out, step in. All you hear is that drop of the pin. Bam. That's when you know it's lock in time, and it's just go time.
Yeah, and some people don't
Another day off
understand.
it.
There's no timeout. There's no
No, sir.
timeout in MMA. So as
No.
soon as you start getting hit, it's too bad. The door is shut.
Yep. Yep. No getting out of it either. You got to jump out of the cage somehow, I guess.
So I mean, so some people might not understand this question, but you probably will because obviously you've been training, like you were talking about before, about getting hit. So what does that feel like when you're used to hitting a bag, you're used to doing mitts, things like that, but when you got somebody hitting you back in the face, I mean, how does that feel? Obviously, it hurts, but I mean, you know what I mean, like the
Yeah.
adrenaline rush.
Oh yeah, it's more so it slows down. I get in the zone. Yeah, I try to make sure everything's precise with angles. It slows down like it's like poetry in motion. You know what I mean? Everything slows down. It's smooth. It's like you know, the old cinematic movies where the corners are all cut out. It's kind of like that, zoned in. It's unexplainable, and I don't know how to explain it. It's different.
So, what do you know anything about your opponent? Obviously, you know his name, but do you know anything about him this Saturday coming up?
Yeah, he's 0-5. I've been doing a decent amount of looking up on him, just trying to get to know him a little bit, see what his record is, uh, just how watching film, how he strikes, how he approaches, a little bit of everything. Um, I'm just coming in guns blazing, trying to make this a show for everybody, make it worth the money, you know.
And what
Uh,
kind of skill set does he have after you watch tape on him? And what are his strengths?
Mainly a striker. He likes to stand and bang, but he doesn't know what's coming.
So obviously, and I don't want you to give me your game plan, but I mean logically, your strongest attribute is probably your wrestling on the ground. And if
Yep.
he's a striker, the best thing to do is take him down.
All I gotta say is watch out. I've been working.
So, all right. So since starting MMA training, how has that helped your life in a positive manner?
My mindset to everything. Nothing comes nothing comes easy in life. I've had that mindset when it comes to wrestling ever since I was younger. My high school wrestling coach, my freshman year, Brad Gehring, he really installed that into me, and I've always kept that with me. Always grind till you die. You know, you want to be walking out of that wrestling room. You want to be walking out of that MMA gym, you know, boxing gym in some cases. You just want to go all out. Otherwise, you don't want to have any regrets to what you didn't do.
Okay. And what are your long-term goals as an MMA fighter?
I want UFC. I want to end up getting the UFC, get that contract. I I know it doesn't come easy. It may take time, but it's a long journey, but it's worth it all.
Okay. Well, listen, let's get to these random 20 questions. You ready for them?
Yes, sir.
All right. Question one. Tell me about your background and your upbringing a little bit.
So, originally from Keosauqua, Iowa. Went to high school there. Have brothers and sisters. One brother, one sister. Got raised by my mom, and all joy to her, you know. So, went there. Went to William Penn University at first. It didn't work out there. After I went to graduated high school, you know. Then after that, I went to Graceland University, and then just figured college wasn't for me, you know, and left after the first semester. And then I moved up to Rochester, Minnesota, up to where my dad's at. That's what brought me up to Minnesota. And just wanted to do something different, you know, just exploring. I'm a country boy from Iowa. I'm all I'm used to is cornfields, all surrounded, you know. So just trying to explore, moved to the cities for a little bit, and then moved up here. And it's been a story ever since.
Okay. Question two. Do you have any hobbies outside of MMA?
Yeah, I like to go fishing. I like hiking, a lot of nature stuff. Otherwise, I like chilling with friends, giving phone calls to family, since they're about 8 hours away, you know. So, yeah,
Okay. Question three. What advice would you give to somebody that would want to become an MMA fighter?
don't give up. Keep going. You're going to have your bad days, but turn those bad days into the good training days.
Okay. Question four. If you could fight anyone in a charity MMA cage match, who would be your opponent?
Just for the hell of it, Nate Diaz. That'd be
So
fun.
you picked an MMA fighter. It could have been anybody.
Uh, hey, Nate Diaz, I love my challenge.
Okay,
He's a celebrity himself.
that's true. Question 5. If you could have dinner with a president, a comedian, and a musician, who would they be?
Huh. President. Trump would be fun for president. He'd be fun. Comedian. Ralphie May. Rest in peace. Ralphie May. And then what was the last one? Musician? Snoop Dogg.
Oh, that's a heck of a dinner table, man.
Yep. Yep.
All right, question 6. If you became a WWE wrestler, what would your name be?
The Buster.
Is there a reason for that?
Nope. I just thought of it.
Okay. Question 7. If you could only eat all your meals for 30 days from one fast food restaurant, which one would you choose?
Culver's. A good greasy burger sounds so good right now.
All right, question 8. If you could be an animal for one day, what animal would you choose?
Honestly, a lion.
Okay. Question 9. If you had a Super Bowl party and you could invite one NFL player over to watch the Super Bowl with you, past or present, who would you choose?
Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah, he seems
Yep.
like an entertaining guy.
Yep. He'd be fun.
All right, question 10. If you bought a yacht, what would you name it?
Darla.
Is there a reason for that?
Like off the Little Rascals. Yep.
Okay. Do you like is there a reason behind that? You like the Little Rascals movie and series
Oh
or what?
yeah. Yeah, I like old school type of movies, I don't like the newer movies, honestly. I'm more of an old soul when it comes to the movies and all that stuff.
So you're familiar with the old black and white Little Rascals?
Yep.
Okay. All right, question 11. What is the most dangerous thing you've ever done?
Ooh. Cliff jump at Lake Red Rock in Iowa. That that was a pretty fun one in college.
Okay. All right, question 12. Do you have a favorite NFL football team?
Vikings.
No, wait
100%.
a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What Vikings? You're not even from the state of Minnesota.
Hey, Northern Iowa. I grew up there for a little bit while my parents were together, so a diehard Vikings fan. My dad made me all my life.
Okay. I didn't
Yep.
know they had Viking fans in Iowa.
Oh, a little bit. Hey, we don't have anybody, so you got to pick and choose,
Okay. Or whichever border you're closer to, right?
Yep, sounds about right.
All right, question 13. If you could be on the cover of any magazine, what magazine would you want to be on the cover of?
The ESPN.
Okay. Question 14. If you became a ghost, where would you haunt or who would you haunt?
I'd haunt my old high school. Mess with my teachers a little bit.
All right, question 15. What's the weirdest rumor you've ever heard about yourself?
I don't know. That's a tough one. Yeah, I honestly don't know.
Never heard any rumors about you?
I don't pay attention.
That might be a good thing.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to them really.
Okay. All right, question 16. What religion would you be interested in learning more about?
Honestly, more like Catholicism, just trying to get to know the Catholic Church a little bit more.
Okay. Question 17. If you could change one thing in our society right now, what would it be?
Take away the technology, to be honest. Everybody's distracted. No one knows how to be social no more.
Okay. Question 18. Who are some of the musical artists that you listen to on a regular basis?
Nipsey Hussle. Who else? I listened. Hold up. Got to think about it now. Nipsey Hussle. I said. Another Lil Baby. Boss Man D-Lo. Let's see. 50 Cent is another one.
Okay, so you're a fan of a lot of the rap.
Yep.
Okay. Question 19. If you could bring back someone that is deceased for 1 week, who would you bring back?
I'd bring back my grandma Buss.
Okay. All right, question 20, last question. If you were to die tomorrow, what would you want your friends and your family to say about
you? That I'm a loving guy. Work hard for everybody around me. Try to make everybody happy.
Okay. Well, listen, I appreciate you taking time to answer the 20 random questions and promoting your fight a little bit. If there's anything else you want to say to the MMA fans or sponsors or anything, or you want to talk about your fight, go ahead.
So if you guys want to reach out, I also have tickets as well. VIP tickets that are $40 a piece. Preston Buss at Facebook or Preston Buss 155 on Instagram. So if you guys want tickets, just reach out.
Yeah, and his Instagram is going across the bottom of the screen. Also, the academy that he fights for is going across the bottom of the screen, and they are the promotion for the Annihilation card. So if you need to reach out to them for anything, you can do that as well. They're on Facebook. They have social media as well. So one more thing, I just want to bring it up again. You're the co-main event. It's this Saturday, April 11th, Superior Curling Club in Superior, Wisconsin. The Annihilation card. Look it up. It's under Inner Strength MMA Promotions. The doors open at 5. The tickets are $30. Excellent price, man, for all the fights you're going to get. I've been to these cards. I mean, you're going to be there all night, and you get to meet Butterbean. It's definitely worth $30. And Preston Buss guarantees the win. So,
Yes,
I mean, go out and check him out, man. He's trained really hard. Yeah, come in and support all these guys that have trained hard, not just Preston, but the entire card. These guys train, they got to cut weight, they got to eat right. Like I said, they go through a lot of sparring. So come out and spend your $30, man, and support these guys. Without fans, there is no cards. It's that simple. So, I mean, if you guys are in the local area, man, and you got nothing going on Saturday night, definitely come out and support Preston and the rest of the fighters. Anything else to say, Preston?
No, sir.
All right, hold on. And with that, the truth has spoken.